Here's Brody Brazil.
Aaron, hockey is one sport I can't get into. I can help you with that. You need to go to a game in person. Now, this is really awkward for somebody like me who covers hockey on television and wants you to watch hockey games on television. I really do, right? But to get hooked on it, before you start watching it a bunch on television, I feel like the requirement is to actually go to a game. Go to the Tank, and you don't even have to get the most expensive seats, quite honestly. Some people feel like when you go to a hockey game, you got to sit on the glass, you got to bang on it, you got to really feel the physicality, and that's all nice. Trust me, I've spent hundreds of hours ringside, and it is amazing. Like, you do get a true experience from down there. But if you actually sit in the upper part of the first deck, or quite honestly, the lower part of the second deck, and in hockey, there's no real bad seat like at the Tank, but especially if you sit in one of those areas, I would even say to start, sit on the bottom half of the second deck. You'll get a nice wide view of the entire rink. You'll watch shift changes, you'll watch strategy and movement, and constant movement, literally. And it's so foreign to most like North American sports fans who haven't watched hockey, and all they've ever watched is baseball or football or basketball. And there's always a lot of breaks in the play. And don't get me wrong, like there's whistles in hockey too, but the gameplay is so continual back and forth. And there are, new elements like being on a power play. I mean, in basketball, there's never really a 5-on-4 or a 4-on-3 unless it's like a fast break situation. But I'm saying there are so many nuances and fun things to watch about hockey that are unlike anything else. And the skating alone. I would also recommend this for you. Put on a pair of skates if you've never done so before. And this is the holiday season, right? There's pop-up rinks and pop-up sheets of ice and skating venues all over the place right now. Go skate a little bit. And then right after you skate, remember how it was, and remember your ankles bending and trying to stand up straight and stride and glide and maybe go backwards. And then watch these NHLers do what they do while skating, while competing, while playing a very difficult game with sticks and a puck. So I think the two things I would say for anybody starting in hockey, wants to get into it, doesn't understand it, kind of like what you said, Eric, you can't get into it unless you've done two things. Number one, go to an actual game. I mean, if you love the physicality of football, hockey's got it. If you love kind of the back and forth of the NBA, fast break action, hockey's got that too. And it's a combination of both. It's something a little bit different, but go to a game, soak it in person, have a beer while you're there too, if you're 21. And also make sure you put on some skates and just try skating out a little bit. I guarantee those two things alone, speaking for myself, and 1991 or 2 or 3 Brody Brazil, like that kid will tell you that's how you get hooked. Trust me. I'm right there. I'm right there with that story. So, Eric, I hope this sunk in a little bit. I hope you do get around to it.